Liam, I've noticed something. Every time I start something good, like a new habit, a goal, or a routine, I'm excited for a few days, but then I slowly stop. I lose motivation. Why does this happen?
Oh, Emily, that's so relatable. It's not just you. Most people start strong and then drop off. Why? Because staying consistent feels boring. There's no instant result, no excitement like the beginning.
Yeah, and when I don't see quick results, I feel like giving up. Like, what's the point?
That's the trap. Our brain loves novelty, but progress, real change, it comes from doing the same small thing again and again, even when it's not exciting. That's consistency.
So we need to force ourselves to be consistent, right?
Exactly, because consistency is a choice. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up even on hard days. That's how you build confidence, skills, and success.
Okay, then today let's talk about how we can push ourselves to stay consistent, even when we feel tired, even when we feel unmotivated.
Yes, we're going to break it down. Why we lose consistency, how to trick your brain to stay on track, and practical steps to force yourself to keep going.
If you've ever started something and couldn't stick with it, this episode is for you. Stay with us till the end because we're going to share a mindset shift that can change your life.
And we'll also do a role play and teach you English vocabulary along the way. Let's do this together. So, Emily, let's get real for a moment. Why does consistency matter so much in life?
Because nothing great ever happens overnight, Liam. Whether it's learning English, getting fit, starting a business, or building self confidence, it all takes time and repetition.
Right. Imagine someone wants to speak fluent English. If they only study once a week and then skip a few days, it won't work. But if they practice a little every day, just 20 minutes, even if they don't feel like it, they'll see results.
Consistency turns average efforts into great success. It's like brushing your teeth. One day doesn't matter, but doing it every day keeps your teeth healthy.
Exactly. Consistency builds discipline, and discipline builds results. Even if you fail some days, the habit of showing up will slowly rewire your brain for success.
And the truth is, consistent people aren't special. They're not more talented. They just keep showing up when others quit.
That's why we're talking about this today. If you want to truly level up in life, you must force yourself to be consistent, not just when you feel good, but especially when you don't.
Because that's where the magic happens, in the uncomfortable, boring, quiet moments when nobody is watching and you still keep going.
So, in this podcast, we're going to guide you through the journey of becoming consistent, from mindset shifts to real life strategies. No fluff, only real help.
And if you're ready to finally stay committed to your goals, stick with us. Let's build consistency together. Liam, let's be honest. Staying consistent sounds simple, but it's so hard. I know people who start a morning routine, a fitness goal, or English practice and quit in a week.
You're absolutely right. Real life gets in the way. You wake up late, feel tired, face stress, or just lose motivation. Suddenly, that exciting goal becomes a burden.
And when you skip one day, it turns into two, then three, and before you know it, the habit is gone.
Yes, that's called the all or nothing trap. People think if they miss one day, they've failed. But that's not true. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about getting back up.
Another big problem is expecting fast results. If someone starts speaking English and doesn't sound fluent in a week, they feel like giving up.
And social media makes it worse. We see other people succeeding and we compare ourselves. We don't see their hard work or struggles, only the final success.
That's so true. I felt that. Like, why is it so easy for others but hard for me?
That's where consistency comes in. It's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. But real life will always challenge it.
So, what you're saying is we need to expect obstacles. We need to know that some days will be hard, but we still need to show up.
Exactly. Showing up on hard days is the secret weapon of consistent people. Not giving up just because life isn't perfect.
Okay, this is hitting deep. So many of us are struggling not because we lack talent, but because we don't stay long enough to grow.
Right. Now, let's go deeper into the emotional and logical reasons why we struggle with consistency. Once we understand the root causes, we can fix them. Emily, when we think about why people can't stay consistent, it's easy to say they're lazy. But that's not the full story, is it?
Not at all, Liam. Most of the time, inconsistency comes from fear, doubt, low self worth, or even perfectionism. These are emotional blocks, not just bad habits.
Yes. For example, if someone doesn't believe they're good enough to succeed, they'll sabotage themselves. They'll start strong, then slowly stop showing up.
And perfectionism is sneaky. If we think our effort isn't perfect, we convince ourselves not to try at all. Like, if I can't do it right, I won't do it.
That's powerful. Also, many people overthink and wait for the perfect time. But the truth is, there's no perfect time. Consistency starts now, even when things are messy.
Another reason is emotional burnout. People try to do too much too fast, like studying English for 5 hours one day, then nothing for a week. That creates exhaustion, not results.
So true. It's better to be consistently average than rarely perfect. Daily small efforts beat one-time big pushes every time.
I also think people don't track their progress. If you don't see any results, you feel like you're wasting time, even if you're improving slowly.
That's why journaling, habit tracking, or even marking an X on a calendar helps. It proves to your brain, hey, I'm showing up, I'm doing it.
So, to sum up, the emotional and logical causes of inconsistency include 1. Fear of failure, 2. Perfectionism, 3. Waiting for the perfect time, 4. Burnout from overdoing it, 5. Not tracking progress.
Exactly. And if we know what's blocking us, we can finally start breaking those chains. Ready to talk solutions?
Let's go. Time to give our listeners the tools to force themselves to be consistent, even when it's hard. Okay, Liam, it's time for action. What's the first real, simple way someone can force themselves to be consistent?
It all starts with building a non-negotiable routine. That means you choose one small task every day and no matter what happens, you do not skip it.
One small task. That's interesting. So, not a big goal like speak English for 2 hours, but something smaller and more realistic.
Exactly. It could be as simple as, I will speak English aloud for 5 minutes every morning. That's your rule. No excuses, no skipping. It's non-negotiable.
I love that. Because when it's small, it feels doable, even on tired or busy days. And doing something every day builds identity.
Yes, you stop saying yourself as a beginner or inconsistent person. You start saying, I'm someone who shows up no matter what.
So, what's the secret to choosing the right task?
Great question. Here's a simple checklist. Number 1, it must take less than 10 minutes. Number 2, it must be measurable. Number 3, it must feel a little too easy, not overwhelming. Number 4, it must be connected to your goal.
For English learners, that could be reading out loud for 5 minutes, writing a short journal entry in English, recording one short audio message daily, watching one English video and repeating a few lines.
Exactly. And here's the powerful part. When you complete that tiny task daily, your brain releases dopamine. That's the reward chemical. It feels good. It keeps you coming back.
So instead of trying to feel motivated, you create a system that builds consistency automatically.
Yes, you don't need to feel like it. You need to do it anyway. That's what makes it powerful.
And even when life gets busy or emotions get heavy, that 5-minute task becomes your anchor, a small act of control. That's beautiful.
Let's repeat this for everyone listening. Choose one small daily task and make it non-negotiable. That's where consistency begins. So, Emily, we've set a non-negotiable daily task, but here's something people don't often think about. Your environment plays a massive role in your consistency.
100% true. If your environment is full of distractions and zero reminders of your goals, staying consistent becomes 10 times harder.
Right. For example, if someone wants to practice speaking English daily, but their room is full of noise, notifications, or even negative people, it kills the vibe.
That's why one of the best hacks is to design your space for success. You don't need a fancy studio, just a small, quiet corner where your mind knows this is my practice zone.
Yes, and don't forget visual cues, like a sticky note that says, "Speak English 5 minutes," or your English journal on your pillow so you see it before bed.
These are called triggers, little reminders that make the habit easier to remember and harder to ignore.
And they work so well. For example, I used to keep my English book on my desk. Just seeing it every day made me want to open it, even when I didn't feel like it.
I did something similar. I placed my English app icon on the front page of my phone screen. That one move helped me use it every morning while brushing my teeth.
That's brilliant. You're combining a habit you already have, brushing, with a new one, English practice. That's called habit stacking, and it's super powerful.
So let's give our listeners a checklist again. 1. Create a small, distraction-free practice zone. 2. Add visible reminders or sticky notes. 3. Keep tools or apps in easy-to-reach places. 4. Stack new habits onto existing ones.
And this part is underrated. Remove negative triggers. If your phone distracts you, put it in another room while practicing. If your chair makes you sleepy, change it.
Oh, yes. We blame ourselves when we quit, but sometimes it's the setup, not the person. The right environment builds the right habits.
So remember, friends, it's not just about willpower. It's about designing a system that supports your goal.
And when your space encourages growth, consistency becomes natural, not forced. Liam, let's be honest. Most people don't stay consistent because they forget why they even started.
Absolutely. It's not enough to just have a goal. You need an emotional reason behind it. That's what fuels your fire when things get tough.
Right. Like, let's say you want to speak fluent English. That's a nice goal, but why? Is it because you want to get a better job, travel, or maybe prove something to yourself?
Yes! And once you find that deeper emotional reason, write it down. Say it out loud every morning. Make it part of your identity.
I remember when I struggled with consistency in learning, but once I realized it would help me connect with people around the world, that emotional purpose made me unstoppable.
For me, it was confidence. I wanted to speak without fear. That emotion pushed me to show up every single day, even when I was tired.
That's the key. You need an emotional anchor, something that reminds you, this is bigger than just a task. This is about my future.
Exactly. So here's a quick challenge for everyone listening. Take out a notebook and answer this question. Why do I really want to stay consistent with English?
Don't stop at surface level answers. Go deep. Say things like, I want to be proud of myself. I want to feel respected. I want to inspire others. These are emotional drivers. They keep you going.
And whenever you feel like skipping a day, read that reason again. Feel the emotion. Let it reignite your motivation.
Motivation that comes from inside is more powerful than any YouTube video or quote because it's yours.
And when your goal is tied to your heart, consistency feels natural. You don't need force. You feel pulled toward it.
So, if you've been struggling, maybe it's not your schedule or your habits. Maybe it's just time to reconnect with your why.
Okay, Emily, now here's the truth. Staying consistent all alone is hard. Even with motivation and a good setup, we're still human.
Totally. That's why the next strategy is about accountability. When someone's checking on you, you're 10 times more likely to stay consistent.
It's like going to the gym. If your friend is waiting there, you'll show up even when you don't feel like it.
Right. So, how can English learners use this? First, find an accountability buddy. It could be a friend, sibling, or even someone online. Set small goals and report progress.
Yes, like, hey, let's both record a 2-minute English voice message daily and share it. It's fun and you'll feel more responsible.
Or you can join an online group, maybe a Facebook or WhatsApp group for English learners. Post your practice once a week. Even strangers cheering you on can keep you motivated.
And don't forget, tracking progress is another form of self-accountability. Use a calendar. Cross off every day you practice. That visual streak will push you to keep going.
There's even a technique called the don't break the chain method. You mark an X every day you stick to your habit, and soon you won't want to break the streak.
I used to do that with sticky notes on my wall. After 10 days, it became a game. Let's make it 11. Let's hit 20.
That's so powerful. And even better, celebrate small wins. When you complete 7 days in a row, reward yourself. Watch your favorite movie, buy something small.
Celebrating makes your brain say, consistency feels good. Let's do more.
So let's recap the support system checklist. 1. Find an accountability buddy. 2. Join a practice group or challenge. 3. Use a streak tracker or habit calendar. 4. Reward your progress with small celebrations.
Remember, consistency isn't a lonely journey. Let others help you, and in return, you'll inspire them too.
You're not weak for needing support. You're wise for building a system that actually works. Okay, Liam, let's be real. No matter how motivated we are, there are days when everything feels heavy. Days when we just want to quit.
Yes, and those days are completely normal. Everyone, yes, everyone feels like giving up sometimes. The trick is not to stay in that place.
So let's talk about some common obstacles that break consistency. 1. Lack of energy or burnout. 2. Negative self-talk. 3. Distractions and time-wasting habits. 4. No visible progress.
Let's take them one by one. First, lack of energy. If you're always tired, don't quit. Just adjust. Reduce your practice time, but don't stop completely. Even 5 minutes of English counts.
Exactly. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up, even on bad days. That's what builds strength.
Second, negative self-talk. If your mind says, I'll never improve, answer back with, I'm improving a little every day. Your words shape your reality.
Third, distractions. If your phone or YouTube steals your time, use simple tricks. Set a timer, block apps, or practice English first thing in the morning before distractions hit.
And finally, no visible progress. This one's dangerous. Sometimes you're improving, but you can't see it. So record your voice every week. Compare them. You'll hear the growth.
I love that. Most people don't quit because of failure. They quit because they can't see the progress. That's why we say track, record, and review.
Another tip, don't fight your low days. Accept them. Rest if needed. But set a rule. Never skip 2 days in a row.
That one rule saved me. I've skipped days, sure, but I never let it become a habit. Skipping 2 days leads to quitting.
Here's a gentle reminder for you listening right now. Quote, you don't need to feel strong every day. You just need to keep moving, step by step, word by word. End quote.
Your consistency doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to exist. One page, one phrase, 1 minute is still better than nothing.
So the next time your brain says, I can't, gently whisper back, maybe not perfectly, but I can try.
Hey, Liam, I'm practicing my English speaking alone. Want to try a simple conversation with me?
Of course, Emily. Let's do it. I'll be a new friend you meet at a coffee shop.
Great. I'll start. Hi, is this seat taken?
No, it's free. Please have a seat.
Thanks. I'm Emily. What's your name?
I'm Liam. Nice to meet you, Emily.
Nice to meet you too, Liam. Are you from around here?
Yes, I live nearby. How about you?
I just moved here last month. I'm still getting used to the city.
That's exciting. If you want, I can show you some good places.
That would be great. Thank you. See? Simple and natural. You can practice this type of conversation alone by speaking out loud or recording yourself.
Try changing the questions or answers to fit your own life. Make it personal and fun.
And remember, making mistakes is part of learning. Don't be afraid to mess up.
The key is speaking. That builds fluency faster than just reading or listening.
Now, it's your turn. Pause this video and practice this conversation. Then, try creating your own. Hey Liam, what simple tips can we share to help our viewers speak English better every day?
Great question, Emily. Here are some daily habits anyone can do. 1. Speak out loud daily, even if it's just 5 minutes. Talk to yourself about your day or describe what you see around you. 2. Think in English. Try to change your inner thoughts from your native language into English. It helps your brain get used to English patterns. 3. Use English in simple conversations. Practice greetings, asking questions, and small talk whenever possible, even with yourself. 4. Listen actively. Listen to English songs, podcasts, or videos and repeat what you hear. 5. Record yourself. Listen to your recordings to notice your pronunciation and improve.
Those are easy and powerful habits. I like the idea of talking to myself. It feels like having a conversation anytime.
Exactly. Don't wait for others to practice. You can create your own practice anytime.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency.
Keep consistent and patient. Small daily efforts add up fast.
So, viewers, try these tips starting today. Speak, think, listen, and record a little every day.
Your confidence and skill will grow naturally. You've got this.
Now it's your turn. Start your daily English speaking routine today and watch your progress. Hey Liam, it's time for some fun. Let's end our video with easy English speaking challenges to help our viewers build confidence.
Great idea, Emily. Challenges make practice exciting and push you to improve faster.
Here are some simple challenges everyone can try alone. 1. Describe your day challenge. Every evening, speak out loud about your day in English for 3 to 5 minutes. Talk about what you did, how you felt, and what you learned. 2. Question and answer challenge. Write down 10 common questions in English, like, what is your favorite food? Answer them out loud without stopping to think too much. 3. Storytelling challenge. Pick a photo or object nearby and tell a short story about it in English. Use your imagination and speak freely. 4. Role play challenge. Imagine you're in a restaurant, at the airport, or meeting a friend. Act out the conversation by yourself using English phrases. 5. Tongue twister challenge. Practice English tongue twisters to improve your pronunciation and have fun.
These challenges make solo practice feel like a game. It's a great way to stay motivated and confident.
And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Speak freely, have fun, and enjoy your journey.
So, viewers, choose 1 or 2 challenges to try every day for 1 week. Share your progress in the comments.
Yes, we love hearing your stories and cheering you on. You're not alone in this journey.
Keep practicing alone, stay consistent, and your English speaking will improve faster than you imagine.
Thank you so much for joining us in this long journey of learning. Remember, speaking alone is a powerful way to grow.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more helpful videos.
And share this video with friends who want to improve their English too.
Keep speaking, keep improving, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.